Hello, Dr. G here from Natural Foods Diet. Today, I want to give you a heads up about a heart failure drug that was just approved by the FDA. Now, mainstream medicine is really excited about this approval. They are drooling over it. Now, it's shipping out to pharmacies as I speak here in July 2015. Now, they're predicting blockbuster status for the drug. And guess what? The income from this drug is predicted to be $5 to $10 billion in sales per year. And the cost of the drug, they're saying, will be $12.50 per pill with a yearly cost of $4,500. Now they're touting a 20% reduction in hospitalization/death in congestive heart failure patients compared to just taking Elanepril, which is one of the drugs in this new drug combo. Now, heart failure is increasing, and it's a big problem in the United States with over 5 million people with this condition. Now, the new drug is called Entresto, and it's a combination drug, meaning it contains 2 drugs in 1 pill. Does that mean twice the side effects? Entresto has an ARB blood pressure drug and sacubitril, a drug that inhibits an enzyme that breaks down peptides in the heart. And it seems when this enzyme is inhibited, it improves heart function. Now, if you look at the actual risk reduction, 21.8% of the patients getting Entresto had death or hospitalization, whereas 26.5% of the patients getting only Elanepril did. So the real benefit, or the absolute risk reduction, is 4.7%, not 20% that they tell us. So for less than a 5% difference, you too can have a blockbuster drug that will generate billions in revenue. Now, the controlled trial, of course, was designed by the drug company, so I'm sure they got their ducks lined up in the row for the best chance of a positive effect. Remember Dr. Ioannidis from Stanford, and he did the difficult research of reanalyzing multiple studies, and he showed that most research findings are actually false. And when billions of dollars are at stake, and probably your job if you're one of the researchers, there is a huge incentive to get the numbers that will lead to FDA approval. Now, I personally don't trust these studies because such a vested interest designs them and interprets them. Now, are there any skeletons in the closet of this drug? Well, there was a study published in the European Heart Journal that showed in animals that sacubitril blocks the breakdown of beta amyloid plaque, which is one of the mechanisms of Alzheimer's disease. But I guess we shouldn't worry. They have several ineffective blockbuster drugs for Alzheimer's. We could just use one of those. But you might ask, why am I so down on fancy new drugs? Well, one of the reasons is the ideal way to treat heart failure and to make people healthier at the same time would be a holistic approach where you address the causes of heart failure instead of just giving people a drug that inhibits an enzyme. One of the big causes of heart failure is one of the other class of blockbuster drugs, the statin drugs, and they're given to millions of people for high cholesterol. So you address the lifestyles that address the causes. Now, there are supplements that have been shown to help, but of course supplements don't make the big bucks like the drugs do. Now, a large study showed a big benefit from the supplementation of 100 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 3 times a day. This would be totally safe, and it helps Alzheimer's disease rather than possibly cause it. But do any doctors do this? None that I know of. Now, I always check the testosterone and DHEA level on my patients that have heart failure. If one or both are trashed, bringing them up improves their heart function. But do any doctors do that? No. Are there alternative treatments that help? Optimizing vitamins and minerals, especially the B vitamins and magnesium. Other effective natural treatments include hawthorn berry. Arjuna is a tree in India that's used in Ayurvedic medicine and seems to help heart failure. Carnitine supplementation has been shown to help heart failure. D-ribose is a supplement that increases energy in muscle cells, including heart muscle cells, so it helps congestive heart failure. Vitamin D has a major impact on heart failure risk, and safe sun exposure could be even more beneficial than Entresto. But I know there's no billion-dollar jackpot with that approach. Now, other treatments can include the amino acid taurine, creatine, and the fat from seafood, which contains DHA. DHA is the molecule that's used for the conduction of energy across cell membranes, including the mitochondrial membranes. And it's impossible to help a failing heart without it. Now, mainstream medicine and the FDA are stuck on thinking that you should poison your way to health, and you should do that with a drug. And we should keep pumping most of our healthcare dollars into these questionable treatments. I think we need to demand that the government and big pharma do trials of the drugs head to head with the most promising natural supplements and have all of the researchers totally independent. If the drug still wins with this head-to-head competition in a trial, then I'll even take it. This is Dr. G. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of health information, please subscribe to our channel.